Welcome back to News Geelong here on this Friday evening as we turn our attention to the world of Geelong sport and the flying hawk himself, Nathan Currie.
Cheers, Rollo. First up tonight, we have a massive story involving Geelong Supercat star Ismail Mohammed, who has been invited to America to try out for the NBA team, the Charlotte Bobcats, owned by arguably the greatest basketballer of all time, Michael Jordan. Ismail's not leaving until the 14th, so News Geelong caught up with him to find out how he landed the trial and what he will be doing when he lands in the US of A.
Yes, they remember me originally from Georgia Tech, where I went to school, and I played there for 4 years. And my agent talked to them a little while back, and I guess they just did some homework and checked out some film with me and looked at my stats online and what I've been doing here with Supercats, and then scored the invite.
Too easy. So when do you fly out exactly, and what will you be doing? What does the trial involve?
Yeah, first I'll play in Brisbane with Supercats on the 12th, fly out on the 13th. Then I'll have all the way to the 17th to try out with them. Each day just be a different kind of drills and competition against about 6 other guys that's there as well.
You've been trialled for the NBA twice before. Will you try to do anything differently this time round?
Yeah, it's the first time I was younger. I was probably, that was when I was 22, my first, right when I was out of school. I think I was a little nervous, a little anxious. The second time was a couple years ago, and I went there more passive and just trying to fit in and, you know, just play a certain role. But, you know, I guess they asked me there for a reason. They know my game, so I think the best thing for me to do is just go out there and do exactly that, play my game.
Yep. Are you a chance to meet Michael Jordan?
I'm very hopeful that he will be there. It's good because the last trial I had was just a couple of days, so this is much longer. So surely I think in almost a week's time I'll hopefully get to see him at least once.
And just reassure the Supercats fans you'll be back to play out the rest of the season.
I actually already talked to the guys with the Bobcats, and they've even if things go perfectly, I'll still come back here, finish the season out, then hopefully I will join, you know, the next step with the Bobcats. But I'm definitely here for the rest of the season.
Good luck to Ismail, and hopefully he can become an NBA star. And News Geelong will be sure to keep you updated. News Geelong also caught up with Geelong Falcons star Luke Dalhouse, who has been lucky enough to have been chosen to represent his region in the Vic Country side. We found out how he managed the step up to the next level and how he went in his first game last weekend when he had to play on a Brownlow medalist's son. We also caught up with Geelong Falcons coach Paul Hood to get an update on how his side is going this year, as well as finding out how he's handling his first year as senior coach. You played your first game for Vic Country on Sunday. Is it a whole new level up from the Falcons?
Yeah, it's a lot quicker than the usual TAC Cup game. All the good players from each TAC Cup game, so yeah, a lot quicker.
What sort of preparation goes into a Vic Country game?
Obviously they give us a booklet on stuff like preparation, such as like going to the beach, getting ready for the next game, eating wise and drinking wise and stuff like that. Yeah.
Do you know much about the opponents before you play them?
Yeah, we all do a review on what opponent we might be playing on, such as I had Thomas Liberatore, the son of Liberatore's, Tony Liberatore, and yeah, I just looked at like his preferred foot and how he's around under the ball and stuff like that.
How'd you go against Libo, alright?
Oh, no, he was pretty good. I think he beat me in a few contests, but yeah, I got him a few.
What was the coach's overall view of how Vic Country went on the weekend?
Yeah, he thought we were good. He thought we could have a few more tackle counts. And early in the second quarter, I think they got a few easy goals, so we just got to work on a few things like that, manning up stuff.
How do you think you'll go overall this year as Vic Country?
I think we've got a very good team. I think we can go all the way. Like Metro is supposed to have the best midfield in the carnival, so we did pretty well against them, so we did all right.
All right, well, thank you very much and good luck. How are you finding your first year as head coach at the Falcons?
Yeah, really enjoying it so far. It's a terrific place to work. The players are so enthusiastic. Got fantastic support from the rest of the coaching staff and medical staff and Mick Turner and his crew down there, so it's just a brilliant place to work. Delighted.
How's the kids this year? Obviously they're very talented to be there, but do they have the right frame of mind to play this level of football?
I think they've certainly got the right frame of mind to develop and want to be their best. They're still learning, I guess, the intensity that you need to play at TAC Cup footy and the fact that they're against the best in the state week in, week out. So it takes some time to adjust to that, but certainly they're applying themselves and playing some really good football. And trying to do everything that they're asked, which is all you can wish for as a coach.
How would you rate them compared to other Falcons years?
Oh, it's difficult to say at this stage. In other Falcons years, we've probably been able to have a more settled squad. We've played 44 players so far this year, which is amazing in 8 games, and that's probably going to be really good for us going forward. But so far, to have played that many players and to be 6-2 on the ladder is very pleasing, but we'll leave the ratings probably until the end of the year, I think.
And how are they going so far this year? You're in a good position, you've had plenty of wins?
Yeah, that's right. 6-2, I think 4th on the ladder, and that's a really good position and gives us a really good platform to build on in the second half of the year. So far so good. Really pleased, yeah.
It's probably a bit early to say too much, but do you think any of them are a chance to get drafted?
Oh, certainly a chance. Our track record at the Falcons shows that we're probably a chance to get between 4 and 6 drafted most years. So certainly some of those boys will fill those positions. I mean, somebody needs to get drafted, and hopefully we can have a few. 7 boys in the national championships is a really good starting place for us. So yeah, things look good from that point.
We'll be sure to keep tabs on how they're going. Cheers.
Thank you.
That's it for sport this week. I'll see you next Wednesday night, but until then, it's back to you, Rollo.
Thank you, Nathan. You have a good weekend and enjoy your Drysdale Hawks in the Bellarine Football League. Well, winter is with us as the cold mornings and evenings continue to show. And joining us with the latest update is our very own sparkling Larni Salathiel.
Thanks, Graham. We've had some freezing cold weather over the last couple of days. Taking a look at the weekend for tomorrow. For Saturday, we're going to have some cloudy periods with some scattered showers with a maximum of 16. For Sunday, cloudy again with some isolated showers until afternoon in Geelong, a maximum of 16 also. For next week, Monday, some morning cloud with some light winds around Geelong and District with a maximum of 16. For Tuesday, some cloud increasing with some isolated showers to come later in the afternoon as well with a maximum of 16. And for Wednesday, cloudy again with some scattered showers and a maximum of only 14. It's going to be a very chilly one on Wednesday. And today we had some patchy morning fog, which is a bit of a regular thing at this time of the year in Geelong, and a mostly sunny day today with some light winds in Geelong, a minimum of just 5 and a maximum of 17. So until next week, Graham, that's the weather forecast.
Thank you, Larni. You too enjoy your weekend and stay nice and warm for next Wednesday evening. Thank you for joining us here on News Geelong this Friday evening. Remember, to all our friends down at the Geelong RSL, take your time and smell the flowers. Yes, and go the Cats tomorrow night over in Western Australia. They're going to de-pluck the Weagles. So from all the team at News Geelong, you have a safe weekend and a very good night.